Bronze 3 Mercy player. So I've been trying to get out of Bronze. I play with my duo almost every single time I play comp. You're trying to climb and you're playing with one person all the time and you guys aren't climbing. That's not a good sign. And I am hard stuck. I dropped down from silver and I can't seem to rank up. Today I decided to play by myself and I'm used to playing Ana. She is my main and I don't play Mercy that much since my duo is a Mercy main. Oh, I noticed whenever I play with my friends in comp, we lose a lot. Then we get a few victories, then lose and lose. I think I should blame myself. When I end up getting mad at my teammates a lot, then we lose. Or it might just be being very stubborn as usual. Fair. My Mercy movement is a bit wonky, but I have been working on it. I had the lowest deaths in the lobby with only 2 deaths. I mostly pocketed my DPS and my offensive and healing beam was pretty balanced. I will accept any bullying and judgment, but I need advice to get out of Bronze. Thank you. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. All right, let's look. All right, skin check. They're giving one for us. Like a C. It's not bad. It's like okay, I guess. All right, damage boost in your diva, but they're not doing anything. That's just, you know, Mercy for you. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. All right, right off the bat, I'm just gonna tell you, playing Mercy in Bronze is probably kind of tough if you're gonna try to play actual heal bot / damage boost Mercy and not like. Okay, listen. Okay, Mercy's a really good survivable enable character, but if you're enabling bots, then like nothing gets done, right? Boger's unranked GM, although it probably was not the best, you know, what you should do, was probably a good example of why unranked GMs are kind of stupid 90% of the time, because high ranked players just get out of lower ranks by just mechanically muscling their way through it, right? And the way he muscled his way through it is just by blasting people with the blaster. I have a feeling this game, even if you don't even play badly, you're just probably just screwed because you're going to be stuck trying to heal things like this diva who's taking unlimited amounts of damage, when you probably should be trying to damage boost somebody else. But if the DPS are such bots, like there's, you have Widow Sombra, you have negative damage on this team. Actually, you have Widow Sombra Diva. This team has literal negative damage, right? So there is nothing, risky a little bit. So far though, not bad. It's just like there's nothing for you to enable, right? It's so like, even though you're doing your quote-unquote job, so far you're kind of useless. And you might ask me why. Well, what impact have you given? You couldn't out-heal the damage on your diva. You haven't been able to give damage boost to get anybody. Listen, it's Bronze, so you're not gonna get punished, but you'll be a little bit careful, you know, flying out in the middle of the open like that. You'll be okay, because they have a Widow, but it is Bronze again, but just saying. So like, who do you damage boost here? Like, if you sit here and ask the question, Futz, who do you damage boost here? The answer is nobody. Like, that's not totally true. Like, you should probably pick somebody. But everyone's just gonna equally blow, to be honest with you. The Sombra's not gonna be great, the Diva's not gonna be great, the Widow's not gonna be great, and the Ana's not great either. So, this is one of those answers where I would tell you, legitimately, why are you playing Mercy? Like, Mercy's just the incorrect pick here. I know you said Ana's your main, so why don't you consider playing Ilari or playing Baptiste, right? These characters share a lot with Ana as they are mechanically intensive supports or flex supports. You're playing a completely different role and it's a lot less impactful. So again, you can't really help your diva. You have no tools, you don't have defense, you don't have offensive pressure, and you don't have defensive saving abilities. So you're just kind of screwed at the moment. Your Sombra is off in Narnia. Your Widow just got absolutely smoked. I will say, if you were going to be determined to play Mercy here, I would be sticking with your Widow a little bit more, because your Widow seems to be the only person has a chance to get a pick, and also is the most vulnerable. You're not going to save your Diva, leave it up to your Ana, and try to help your Widow. Widow would be your best choice. See, your Widow just actually got a kill. Your Widow actually just got 2 kills. So you're not actually enabling your Widow. You heal her a little bit right there, but you are not giving the right person on your team attention. Especially after 2 picks, I would have immediately just been like, yep, my Widow's the best player on this team, and this is who I'm going to pocket, and I'm going to enable. I'm not gonna be too hard on you for that, but you gotta chill with that. This is like watching like a Skiesti guide, you know, on like trying to have good mercy movement, and you're trying to like really replicate that. But what you end up doing is you make up multiple mistakes because you're super jumping just to super jump. You're not actually, there's no point in you super jumping here. You're just doing it because like you're told that you're supposed to like have good movement and try to be moving around a lot. And so what you've actually done is, one, you fuck up the res, which one was a really bad idea because there's a widow staring at you. And then two, right here, you don't have to super jump here. You can literally just keep gliding and you would have been okay, but then you just put yourself in like a spot where you're just gonna be a shock put. Not a shot put, what is it? Skeet shot? Where they pull the thing and you go and shoot it out of the sky. You put yourself in that position and give yourself just like a chance to get shot. So you only have 2 deaths this game, and the first one so far is extremely preventable. The fact that you only have 2 is a little bit worrying, meaning that you probably, I don't know why you're telling me about that.
I like how this is actual advice and not a roast lol.
Well, this person's confused, right? This person's just fucking confused. Like, and you can tell they're getting a little bit flustered, you know? It's not like they're like, they don't even know what they're doing wrong, like at all, right? Like they're trying to be a good teammate and they're trying to be helpful, but like they're not gonna get anything done here. This is gonna be your second death. Oh no, your D.Va saves you. That should have been a second death, but again, like you're not respecting things. Like the visor comes running at you, and you should have immediately went and run for the hills. Like no need to re-peek. You could run in with the Widow if you want, run in the inside room, but you kind of get lost up here and you're like kind of in the half no man's land or half trying to stay alive land. And this is where I said that having 2 deaths is what worried me, because when you play so far back or you play so safe, you're not actually able to enable anybody to do anything. And so right now, yeah, again, you can't save your D.Va because she's just gonna take too much damage and die. You're not enabling the right people. You're trying to damage boost a Junkrat. Junkrat's not gonna do anything. Your best bet is still your Widowmaker, and you've given your Widowmaker almost no attention. Again, though, Mercy's not even the right pick here, but I would give it more to your Widow than to your Junkrat. I don't know what this guy's doing, actually. So your Widow just got another kill. Your Widow is more than earned the attention, I feel like.
No one can.
You know? Thanks for everything for 3 months. Beep boop, thank you for 19 months. You know what? Actually, hot take. I would start damage boosting your Moira. Real talk. I damage boost your Widow and I damage boost your Moira. Those are the 2 people I would damage boost on your team right now. Because you're never gonna out heal any damage, and the Moira is not gonna miss. You know, it's kind of hard to miss. I don't know why you're looking away like that. I feel like you're just trying to practice good movement in the middle of the game, doing that. Because like you probably saw like a really good player do that. Like this looks like someone's trying to like replicate like maybe Ski without actually knowing why she does the thing she does. And a lot of that stuff is for information. Like when you boost up high and like look around, it's for information. It's not just to like look pretty. Like this right now doesn't make any sense because the reason why your super jumps make no sense, especially right here, is one, it puts you in an extremely dangerous position to get shot by either the soldier, the Alari, or the Widow. But two, you don't actually even use these times to search for information or to search where the enemies are. You actually just like look away and panic. So like when you do these cool looking movements, you actually don't even get anything out of it. You just put yourself in a worse spot and you give them a chance to kill you. And you keep doing it over and over and over. Like Mercy's movement is supposed to enable you from dying. And so like when you want to not die, you want to play cover, which is like these areas here. And then you want to like fly across to this side or fly across up here and then hide in the hallway, right? You're about to get fucking headshot if they can hit a shot. They didn't. Wait. Oh. Yeah. See, like you're just like, if you don't know what skeet is, like look up what skeet is, where they like pull the thing back and they shoot it up like a disc up in the air and then someone with a gun goes and shoots it out of the sky. That is literally like POV you playing Mercy. You are the little skeet. You are the little frisbee. And you're not really providing a whole lot of value here. You're kind of like almost like a spectator with a little bit of heals here and there. And I know you want to help the Widow. That's good. No need to super jump again. You just put yourself in a bad spot. There's no reason to super jump just to super jump. I would rather see you doing the extendos, right? Like you never extendo. I don't know what it's called, but I call it extendo, right? When you like guardian angel to someone and then you hit spacebar and you keep going. Like the extendo, and you always go up. Like that's like Overwatch 1 shit. Oh, slingshot. But yeah, you never slingshot by them into a better, safer spot. Okay, this is pretty good. There's really no reason for you to be like out in the open though like this. I would probably like either try to play a little bit lower or go behind some trees or something like that. But like that's just good habits. Play behind this pillar over here, like that you're looking at right here, the pillar down here. What the f just happened? Everyone just like stopped playing the game for a sec. Why did you go AFK too? Is this happening in Bronze a lot? Like where everyone just like stops playing for a sec and is like, what happened? So your Widow has walls. I would be damage boosting your Widow because your Widow's probably going to be going for aggressive shots, but you don't. You keep going for the Junkrat for some reason. I think you're going for the Junkrat because they just do more damage. By the way, I kind of called this at the beginning because if you remember when I looked at your thing, I said, oh yeah, I have a problem. I think I know what the issue was, and I looked at this. I thought your Junkrat had a really high amount of damage, which meant that you were probably pocketing the Junkrat the entire game, which looks like is going to end up being the case. I don't know when this person swaps off of Widow to go Symmetra.
I can confirm
but I would have been pocketing hit scan way more.
Before I smoke a Mercy out of the air during my skeet shooting spree.
Not even you deserve that for the punch.
So far though, I mean, not the worst. Not the worst. Again though, look at your Widow. Your Widow is popping. Help your Widow. Your Widow should be getting all of your love and support right now. I don't know why you keep doing this. You're like practicing your super jumping or something over and over and over, but you're not looking at the enemy. You're kind of like looking at like away from stuff, which tells me you're probably focusing on the movement and not actually focusing on the game, which is not a great habit to build. Yep, up the Widow. Nice. Multiple people die. It's okay. Go for the reds. Nice. You know, I would have been risky and went for the next one, the one that was a little bit deeper, but that's just because I'm an idiot. You're probably gonna lose this. I just help this D.Va. Just keep walking away, though. Just keep... Walk away. Walk away. The D.Va's dead. Do not stay. Walk away. Walk away. Walk away. Walk away. She gets her mech back. You know, Bronze is one of those places where you just sometimes shit happens because that D.Va should have died 90 times over, but I just think the soldier didn't hit a shot. Let me go watch the soldier POV. Am I correct? Yep. So this is another great example of you should be playing to make plays, not hoping the enemies make mistakes. So even if something works out in this case, that doesn't mean it ends up being the right decision. Again, also, you're just doing like movement text just to do movements. Like you keep either doing super jumps or like that was your first slingshot and you just bonk yourself into a wall and then give yourself a 3-second cooldown. Really bad habits. Oh! Yo, get him! Get him! Oh. Why? Why'd you run away? Wait, why run away? Wait, that was almost so good. Why'd you lose confidence? That was so good. That was actually the right decision. Okay, if you play Mercy and you see a Widow on the other team and you pop Valk, you should 1000% be flying at them like an F-22 Raptor going.
Boop.
Sorry, that was terrible. I need to do better machine gun noises. Better. That's what you should be doing every single time. Strafe them, just like what are they gonna do? Look up at you? What are they gonna? They're gonna be like, please. You know, that's when you go hunt. That's when you go hunting. Okay, I definitely be a little bit deeper here. I don't know why I mean, you're supporting your Widow, but like this is actually the time you shouldn't be supporting your Widow because now it doesn't matter. Like they're out of the fight, and they're just gonna help like long sidelines. This is when, yep. Okay, good res. Help the D.Va. Just literally just keep the D.Va pocketed, and that's okay. And so the second she gets mech though, go back to Moira. The second she gets mech though, back to Moira. Also, this is Zarya underneath you. You're in grave danger. Okay, they died. Moira now. Ooh. I feel like you could have flipped over there and saved them, but you were too focused on your movement and you took too long to swap beam targets. Like maybe I'm being a little too harsh on you here, but you kind of look like you get a little bit lost here. Because you go for the super jump and then you're not like analyzing information. Yeah, there's a solid few seconds there. You might have been able to swap back and maybe save the Moira. That's being a little bit harsh, but that's why you practice good habits. Because if you practice the good habits, you would have at least given them a fighting chance. You definitely don't gather information nearly well enough or fast enough. And so it's almost like playing with blinders on. All right, so you're on defense now. Your Zen's 1 HP. Remember the thing we talked about, gathering information? Well, now we have to react to the information because you had the information, but you aren't gathering it well enough because I don't know what you're looking at. What are you looking at right even here anyways? Because the Zen walks right by you. You look over there. Are you staring at the diva? No, you're trying to line up your next super jump. You're trying to give space between you and the diva so you can line up your next super jump. And then the Zen gets rolled. So you probably could have killed him, or sorry, saved him. But you're also a Zen Mercy, so now you're actually kind of in a tough spot because now you have to do the majority of heals, and your diva's probably gonna die. Real talk, I'd damage boost your Zen. Your Zen or your Junkrat in this situation. Because your Zen's just gonna shoot at their Rhine, and if they have this damage boost plus Discord Orb on their Rhine, and they're just standing there swinging at your diva, you're probably gonna have a better chance than trying to out-heal the damage on your diva, because you're never gonna out-heal that. Legitimately zero chance. Like, the best thing you can do is put an orb on the diva and try to damage boost your Zen and kill their Rhine before they kill your diva, and then just sit there and you're fine. Of all the dudes I've seen streaming this game, Blatz's Mercy's probably the best, although I imagine Boger's up there now. Boger's is probably better now that he's done unranked to GM. But mine's not bad. My movement is the only thing, because I didn't have the ability to super jump. I didn't have the buttons bound to super jump, so I'd always have to manually super jump, which would be just like flipping my camera then going up. So it was a little bit clunky. But I mean, it worked. I knew how to do it. Yeah, you run. You run. Okay, good. Now you're no longer on Zen. Run, literally run. Okay, that's certainly bronze for you. That's not your fault. Pull out the Glock. Pull out the Glock. Do it yourself. Yeah. Okay, too long. Took too long. Pull it back out. Takes you way too long. I feel like you're just, okay. Hopefully I'm gonna change your life right here, right now. I feel like you're trying to play Overwatch too well. I feel like you're trying to be the picture perfect support player. You're trying to be that support player that everybody loves, that, okay, I mean this with love. You're trying to be like a pick-me support player. Now let me explain. You want to be the one that like always heals, damage boosts them, stays alive, enables them, right? Like you don't want to be the asshole who's like going for like the DPS Moira, right? Or like flank Kiri, right? Like, and yeah, you're not trying to do anything that's like out of like, you know, like the like not like unapproved, like disapproved support player mentality, right? Like no damage DPS Moira, no flank Kiri or flank BAP or DPS BAP, right? Like you're trying to be like picture perfect, and because you're doing that, you play way worse. So like the amount of times that you could have killed the Echo, or at least pressured the Echo here, and I know for a fact this applies to your other roles because you're doing it right now. On Mercy it's a little bit different, but you're sitting here, okay, let me show you the exact moment, right here. You sit here trying to help or you're trying to like heal your diva, or like try to get your diva to fight the Moira or the Echo, and you just end up staring at her for so long, waiting for your diva to do something, and she doesn't do f*** all. Like, okay, like she doesn't do f*** all. She literally flies by them, does absolutely nothing, and then eventually you go, I'll do it myself, and then you're like, oh shit, never mind, and then you pull a healing back out and start trying to be helpful again, and it's like, just like that decision has to be so fast. Be like, nah, they're not gonna help. I got it. You know what? F you. I'll do it myself. You know? It's like I don't need nobody else. Your Moira needs heals. Your Moira needs heals. Your Moira needs heals. So if you're gonna be doing a lot of super jump stuff, you need to be gathering info. You don't gather info nearly well enough or fast enough. I feel like Mercy is a character you're not supposed to try too hard, if that makes sense, coming from a newer Mercy player. No, that's completely wrong. That's the difference between like a good Mercy player and a bad Mercy player. Good Mercy players are like trying to fight an F-22 raptor, a literal F-22 raptor. You're gonna get smoked, dude. And they're not even gonna kill you. They're just gonna outmaneuver you. They're just gonna run. They're just gonna just gone. That's it. That's it. That's all they do. They're just legitimately will outrun you. There's nothing you can do about it. So, yeah, I don't know about that. If you're a level 5 endorsement, you either play Ana, Ryan, or Mercy in quick play. Or your streamer. Chat, thank you for the 9 months. Appreciated. Interesting bomb. That's not your fault. I would have probably flown down there and tried to help them remech because you have so much movement. You probably could have done that, no problem. This is like a good example of just playing too safe. So like, this isn't your fault. Like, this is kind of idiotic from them, right? This is kind of idiotic from them, but you have so much movement that you shouldn't be sitting here watching them die. Like, I would rather see you fly at them, and if they even die when you're halfway there, like, pull a 180 and just slingshot back the other way. Like, you have the movement to do crazy shit, and you haven't really been using it. You play as safe as if you're playing Baptiste, or as if you're playing Ana with no movement. Like, Mercy's whole kit is about pushing your limits and pushing how far you can go into their team and get out of their team, and you don't use it at all. You might as well just play Ana or Bat or Alari. Well, Alari as well, but like Alari, I guess, as well. All right, there's an Echo behind you. You know that she's behind you. Keep an eye on her. You don't have to fight her yet. You can just keep an eye on her. Keep damage boosting your Moira though. Woo! Nice. Damage boost your Moira though. I wouldn't damage boost your Diva. I'd damage boost your Moira. I think your Moira actually does way more. Okay, a little bit risky gonna go for it. Either commit to go to the sim though or don't go. I think you could have committed and gone straight to the sim though and then hid behind the wall up there on this thing. But you decided not to, and that's also okay. You're also, again, super jumping for nothing because you're not going to out-heal damage. Again, you are never going to out-heal damage. You're never going to out-heal damage. You're never going to out-heal damage. You are not playing a character that can do that. You are literally never going to do it. Stop trying. I would rather see you at least try to kill everybody else or help somebody kill everybody else while your teammate's dying, as opposed to you trying to heal them. That is not your fucking job. If they decide to feed their fucking brains out, that's on them. I wonder why they stayed Mercy after Ana became free. That's a good question. They might not have been thinking though. They might not have thought about it. They might have thought they were going to stay Ana, or maybe they thought Mercy was actually not a bad pick to have. All right, your sim is doing some interesting plays. They're going to need help. Their sim needs help now. Your sim will need help. I would definitely walk my ass down there and be careful and get ready to at least help them a bit. Your Junkrat wins. I think you were kind of helping them a little bit, even though you were out of range towards the end. I think you probably helped them there, so good job. I don't even think you meant to do that, though, because you were not gathering information on that fight. So a little bit of just, like, luck, but, like, still not bad. All right, tire a little early. That's okay, though. Who's in their spawn right now? There's someone on your team down there. You want to keep an eye on them? You should be helping them. You should help that Moira. Why are you walking away? I feel like you have kind of like this, like, every minute, like, if you're, like, playing too far up, you just say, nah, it's on you. You're playing too far up. So you also have, like, a baby diva. When you have a baby diva like that who's trying to, like, remake, you should be keeping an eye on them because they're super low HP. All right, damage boost this Moira. Damage boost the 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 Moira. Your Moira's literally the best player on your team right now. Damage boost the Moira. Your Junkrat gets 2. Hey, you know what? Hey, I like it. Pulling out the clock. I like it. That's better. That's a little better. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of things you can do. I know you said you were confused and you weren't really sure what you could do here. Nice. I want to see that more often. I know you said you were super confused, but there is like a bajillion things I saw, even just playing Mercy, and I guarantee those carry over to your Ana and your other supports as well. So, like, what did we learn? You don't gather info nearly fast enough, and when you do go to gather info, you're not even, like, using it correctly. So, like, you're just super jumping just to super jump. Shouldn't do that. 2, if someone's playing far up, sometimes you gotta go walk up and help them, or sometimes play with them. Don't fucking sit there and just stare at them, like, with a, well, you're on your own, buddy. And 3, stop trying to play perfect support. Play more aggressive. Try to make more plays. Sometimes you gotta go do it your damn self. And that's okay.